Hello and welcome, my soul tribe. So this is going to be for the 25th. I believe it's the 25th or around the 25th of January. Now, mostly what's coming through here is masculine energy. Okay, there is a feminine energy here that might be the inspiration, that might be the kind of guardian energy, or kind of like the angel on the shoulder with this masculine energy. But what I'm sensing so far is this is mostly masculine energy. So you could be watching this as a masculine or for a masculine, and this resonates with you. Starting out, we have the Five of Swords. Okay, the Five of Swords energy is obviously full of conflict. It is arguments. It's winning at all costs. It's losing yourself in the desire to win, right? But maybe losing sight of what's important. Clarifying that, we have the Lovers. This is a really beautiful card with the Lovers. Obviously, there's the feminine energy. There's the masculine energy that's kind of meditating and connecting in with this feminine energy. And that feminine energy is very loving, very protective. Okay. And even if just a memory in this masculine's mind, or even just energetically thinking, connecting in or just thinking about this feminine, creates this protective energy around this masculine energy, especially the crown. Okay. So to me, that has to do with kind of the thought process here. This is a situation of a masculine energy who's very frustrated with current circumstances or dealing with certain people, and has finally come to the point of deciding to take some sort of aligned action here. Okay, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups energy is lovely. The King of Cups is an energy that has a lot of love to give, is sensitive, is spiritually gifted. We have those two dolphins kind of in the clouds. Again, the dolphins represent playfulness. They represent soulmate energy. So this masculine has a lot of love here. Okay, a lot of love probably for this feminine with the Lover's energy. But it's definitely sitting in a space of, it almost feels like stagnancy before a breakthrough, right? Because clarifying that, we have the Four of Cups, which is not accepting some sort of offer that is really helpful or is very, is really what you want, right? Because you're so disappointed in what has already happened. So obviously there's Loki there, and he's napping and he's not seeing this beautiful sight here, right? And, there's that sense of kind of being stubborn, maybe a bit immature. This is definitely a masculine energy that is maturing. And then, of course, we have the Eight of Swords, which is about being stuck in your head, not being able to move forward, overthinking, clarified by the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords, do you see the confidence in this? This Page of Swords energy is picking up that sword. And although that sword is definitely not balanced to the Page of Swords, the Page of Swords is kind of taking on something to learn about it, right? So biting off a little bit more than they can chew, but not kind of coasting through, right? The Page of Swords is also about watching, observing, it's new information coming in, okay? And then our outcome energy is the Ace of Wands, passion, okay? Taking passion aligned action here. There's again that fiery sort of energy. So overall, what I'm seeing for today with this masculine energy is this masculine has been in conflict, maybe about making some sort of decision in a love connection. For some of you, I'll pull a card on this, but it could be that maybe you reached out to this person, or you have offered this person some guidance. Maybe you have offered love to this person, or you've made an offer toward this person. They've been kind of sitting on it, right? And, maybe looking back to the past and not, moving forward, not being progressive. It's definitely brought up like their inner child, maybe a bit of their like rebellious teenager, right? We know when we heal the inner child, then the teenager comes forward, and that is full of angst. Okay. So yeah, this is kind of an angsty sort of energy here. But it's leading to a beautiful breakthrough of this masculine energy, just kind of tired of waiting, tired of delaying, tired of, it does feel like there's some pressure happening. And I don't know if it's from the social circles around this masculine, or just or his guides, or, just himself here. But there's definitely going to be a breakthrough and aligned action taken moving forward. This could also be somebody standing up for themselves, right? Dealing with energies that are difficult to deal with, right? But learning a new skill set that's helpful, to take this aligned action and have this passionate, aligned new beginning. So a lot of this has to do with like channeling in the emotional energy, since we have the King of Cups energy here in the center, channeling in that energy and working with that alchemy to move forward toward a new beginning with this Ace of Wands. Okay. So taking that emotion, even the angsty emotion, and like alchemizing it and moving it forward to create this this momentum or this inspiration. Okay. So let's just get really quick, because again, there's obviously a feminine here that's on this masculine's mind that has been, somewhat of a source of spiritual protection here. And also maybe has brought forth some tools, some tips, some guidance to help this masculine with not overthinking so much, right? And actually taking aligned action here. I think overall, the major reason this masculine has not taken action is fear. It is fear. Okay. It is overthinking. It could be perfectionism. If this has to do with business, if you're watching this, as a masculine energy, or this is the masculine energy you're connecting with, if you're feminine watching this, like this could be those limiting beliefs coming forward, before you take a really bold step forward for yourself that's aligned, for your business or for your life, then all the fears and the limiting beliefs come up, right? The perfectionism comes up. The ego brings forth all of this. And that's what I think the beauty of this spread and this energy is the ego is like putting all of this on the table in front of the masculine. And he's just looking forward and he's picking through it, like perfectionism, failures of the past. What were some of the other ones that were coming through? Not being good enough. There's just like all the excuses and all of the limiting beliefs like dumped forward on the table in front of this masculine or this person. You could resonate, whoever you are watching this, you could resonate with this as being you. But there is some tool, some guidance, some gift that will help you make a shift and take aligned action, right? So let's see if you're watching this as a feminine, kind of where your energy's at on this day, because it's really interesting. Some of you, it's even, you're busy working, okay? You're busy working at this time. You could be a boss and you oversee other, coworkers here. But this is a sense of you're very detailed and working on something that's important for you right now, okay? Something that you're aligning, and it's like you may not even be aware that this masculine is moving through this internal shift because you're so focused, and should be. It's, is what's coming through on your Eight of Pentacles. So that could be your finances, your work, whatever it is you feel called to focus on right now, that's what you're doing. Could be like a new skill set here as well. And this masculine is kind of, I don't know if they're really connecting in with you. They might be. There might be some telepathy, but overall it's just even like the example of you. So like this masculine's like, okay, well, what would so-and-so do? Meaning like, what would you do in this situation? Or what did you say? How did you guide this person before in the past? Right? That's the sort of energy that's coming forward here. So the feminine energy really isn't present physically, but within this masculine's mind and within the masculine's heart, the feminine energy is present, right? And I don't even know, like, I feel this masculine is thinking about, well, like you, if you're the feminine watching this, you were able to overcome XYZ. If you can, I can too. Like, you're this inspiration, you're this example, you're this warrior energy that this masculine is kind of drawing upon for inspiration and strength to make this breakthrough. Because it's not fun when you're about to like take that step forward and all of a sudden all the doubts, the fears, the limiting beliefs get piled on the table, right? That's when it's good to have a coach or a guide, a facilitator that can assist you in moving through that and acquiring the tools and skill sets that help you to move past that, right? And understand and alchemize it. And there's a magic and a beauty to that as well, right? That's some of the shadow work that's coming forward here. But I mean, with the result being this Ace of Wands, it's like there is that frustration and there's that passion that is kind of what is driving this masculine energy forward to take some sort of aligned action rather than fall back into excuses or fall back into complacency or fall back into just ignoring what is important for this masculine to face here or to accept or to learn from. Okay, let's clarify this Ace of Wands. We have the Death card. We have a transformation. Okay, so yeah, this does have to do with the maturing masculine energy. I feel like a lot of the inner child has been healed. Now it's the teenager, the inner teenager that's coming forward. And I'm laughing because, like, think about your teenage years, okay? Whether you're masculine or feminine, think about your teenage years. That's who you're dealing with. That's who's coming to the table, who has a voice now in your experience. And so that's really interesting that is a message here. So let's clarify this transformation. The Queen of Cups. And then they align with the feminine energy, the Queen of Cups. So this could be you even aligning with your own feminine energy, okay, and having that sort of breakthrough. Or this masculine makes a change in his experience. Either it's his internal world, because we have the swords and the cups, which is emotions and thoughts, right? And then takes this aligned action with the wand energy, with the passion, that opens up the door for him to be able to connect with the Queen of Cups, right? So this is really cool. And I love how this is unfolding here because it shows this transformation and this journey that this masculine is going on here, that ultimately leads to his fulfillment. Because look, there's the Queen of Cups and there's the dolphin. I wonder if this is a continuation from the third party spread. You'll have to let me know. Okay. And like I said, these are collective in general. So receive what aligns, release what doesn't. I was really excited to get into this. So I didn't do the intro. But never give your power away to a reading or an outcome. You change, timeline shift and change all the time by our free will choice, right? We're here on this earth to recognize like our own personal power in the way that we can co-create our experience, right? With source energy. So this is really amazing. And this could be something that is happening around this day. Now, for some of you, there could be a theme coming up from your teenage years, okay, that is a cycle that's going to be approached in a different way that leads to this change for you, okay, which is exciting to see. That's exciting to see as well. Because you're putting an end to a cycle that was self-sabotaging, and instead being able to connect in with your truth and with your love and with your energy in a really successful way. Yeah, we have the Six of Cups, soulmate energy coming out again. Listen, this is a masculine energy that knows what he wants. Now, again, you could apply this template to love. You could apply it to career. But obviously, we have the King and the Queen of Cups. We have two people that love each other, but circumstances have certainly kept them at a distance. It could have been their frequency. It could have been their soul lessons. It could have been the timeline shift. Okay, this could be this masculine closing out a timeline. More so, I feel it's like a behavior, a continued behavior. Making a different choice here instead of just stagnating, and then opening up this door to the Queen of Cups. And in this, in this deck, too, the Death card represents Valhalla, which is like heaven on earth sort of experience, right? So that's where the feminine is. The feminine is there, kind of already in the higher frequency, already on that shifted timeline. And this masculine just kind of had to move through this transformation. Let's clarify the death card here. The Two of Wands. He had to make a decision. He had to choose which path he was going to take. Right? And was it going to be a karmic path? Was it going to be a path where, you know, he's continued the same cycles and is disappointed each time? Or is he going to learn and grow? Is he going to grab, you know, grab that courage? Sure, we'll say that. He's going to grab that courage and take action, actually go after what aligns with him, lights him up, excites him, not just in the moment, but actually, you know, something like this is when someone finds, you know, the courage and strength to go after their aligned path, their passion, a soul mission. Like, it's inspirational, it's energizing, and you get the energy and it gets exciting, and then you deal with the limiting beliefs, you know, and then you move through that and you align. But it's like this masculine energy had to make a choice to choose what was best rather than what was just easy. Okay. Wow. That's really going to hit home for someone. Okay. But it's like, you know, you can either repeat the past or you can make a positive shift forward from a more empowered place. And it looks like he has, because he already has that wand in hand. Okay. And I know it's the reverse image when I hold the card up, but it is the wand that is closest to the Queen of Cups. Okay. So let's clarify the Queen of Cups. Wow. Temperance. Yes. Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. We have Temperance. Okay. Temperance is beautiful. Temperance, we know, is about healing. It's the healing path. This was a masculine that was refusing to heal something on his path. The feminine has been like the carrot on the stick, the reason, the inspiration for this masculine. She's already been doing the healing. She's been leading the way with her energy, okay, with her own focus, because physically she's focused on her work. She's focused on, you know, things that are important for her to be very present with, right? The pentacle energy is the physical reality, right? But Temperance represents angelic energy. It represents healing energy. Okay. It is like she's been focused and working on this higher timeline, but like glancing back to see where the masculine is at. Is this masculine, you know, going to align with me? You know, just kind of every once in a while. It's not a main focus. The main focus, she's been focused on her, you know, creating and building her world and her timeline. But Temperance is about patience and alchemy and healing, okay? And that's the path that she's aligning on. And look how beautiful it is. And so I love to see that. And this feminine energy is also very balanced and has been focused on her healing. And so if you're a feminine watching this, you've noticed this energy shift with you. You've noticed how animals have been, you know, with you, how animals have been more connected with you, okay, wanting to be closer to you. You've been magnetizing and attracting in abundance. You're noticing like this beautiful shift here, okay? And this really feels like, it feels so aligned and beautiful. It feels so aligned and beautiful. It feels like the masculine knows what he wants, okay? He's going to take the action on it. He's going to face kind of what he needs to face. And the feminine has done a lot of the healing work and is already on that higher timeline. And it's like she's ready. She's ready for when he shows up. But she's not waiting, right? She's not waiting. She's focused on what's important for her. Yeah. Now, I'm not sure if this is the 10 of Wands or the 10 of Pentacles. But there's a completion here. A completion to a cycle. Some of you, it's like, again, you're not even in this masculine's experience. You're just an inspiration and a memory for this masculine to help him navigate. You're like a lighthouse. See, I've got the lighthouse shirt on, right? You're like a lighthouse to this person. And even though, and especially because you're in alignment with what's healthy and best for you moving forward, not waiting for this person or trying to walk their timeline with them, you're doing what is best for you here. You are the lighthouse, you are the leading energy, and it's inspiring this masculine to, take the action that he needs to take for his soul growth and his soul journey and his healing. And I feel like one of the main cycles this masculine was stuck in, and I even think this inner teenager coming out is actually going to be inspiring to this masculine, because the inner teenager is feisty. Okay, like I can feel it. The inner teenager is like a rebel. The inner teenager is feisty. Okay. And one of the things that this masculine was learning is about making decisions, like making aligned decisions, because he was in such a place of indecision and stagnancy. So that's amazing to see. It's great to see when souls want to, do their work and evolve and shift and align instead of repeating cycles over and over and over again. And for some of you masculines, you could be presented with dealing with a person that was really difficult to deal with, right? It might be the same person or the same energy, and you're going to handle it in a different way, and you're going to handle it like a boss, right? But there's definitely some sort of tool here with the Page of Swords. And it might even be just sitting back and observing and thinking about the cycles and how things have gone before in the past. Not to be in fear, but to learn from that to do differently moving forward, right? If we don't ever reflect on our journey and our behavior, we don't ever do like a bird's eye view and kind of, look at ourselves, we can't recognize our self-sabotaging patterns, right? So it's important to do that here. But there's so much. It's so good. There's so much value here to see like this beautiful shift and change. And like I said, some of you feminists will be watching and be like, I'm done with him. I'm not dealing with him. And that's fine. Like, this is literally just like a closure message for you. That, like, especially with that, if that's 10 of Wands or 10 of Pentacles, I think this might be the 10 of Wands. I'm not sure. But either way, it's a completion. So it's like feminine energy, like you're aligned, you've done it. Like it's already been done. You've already, completed your part of things, and like you're in beautiful, like very, almost like you're this gentle, soft, feminine. It's almost like this, like you have this iron. Okay, and then on top of that is this gentle, soft, like feminine energy. So some of you, it's like you're able to really relax into your feminine energy, into your experience. You've balanced out your own masculine and feminine energy within you. So now it's exciting because like you're on your aligned path, but there's again this compassion, this sensitivity, this way that you're navigating your journey, where it doesn't feel like it's so difficult. It doesn't feel like it's so challenging. It feels healing. It feels like you have this patience and this compassion, especially for yourself. And I think, again, you focused internally on yourself and you focused on your world building. And now you have this, you get to enjoy that beautiful experience, right? And if this masculine were to approach you, okay, it's something like you're ready for, but it's not something that you really need, right? It's not something that you necessarily need. And some of you, this is a story of two people manifesting each other and their journey beforehand, before they meet, before they align, right? So really, almost most of you could connect to this reading just in different ways. Whether it's somebody you're manifesting in, whether it's someone that you have released and you're just moving forward on your journey and this is showing up for you for closure. Okay, or for some of you, if this is someone that you feel is putting in the work, is showing up consistently and going to be aligning with you on your higher timeline. Okay, but it's up to you to use your discernment, okay, as well for your own experience and who and what you want in your experience. But either way, the end of this spread, it just kind of feels like a relief. Anything else? Let's see what is the feminine working on with this Eight of Pentacles energy. Seven of Cups. You have a lot of energies around you. You have a lot of opportunities coming in, but you're just trying to stay focused right now and not be distracted. Okay. And this, masculine, if you're watching this as a masculine, you're making a very important decision around the 25th of January for your experience, for the course of your life, for your career, for, your relationship, right? Or relationship that you're building. But once again, it starts within you first. Some of you, it's also a masculine energy learning how to heal and then connect in with their feminine energy. And that leads to your own personal inner union. That could be the case as well. There's so much here. I mean, it's amazing. Anything else before we close out this spread, close out this reading? Yeah, justice. This has been about soul contracts and learning lessons. Okay, this has been about balance, balancing out energies, balancing out your masculine and feminine within you, karma balancing. But again, it was just lessons that were important to learn, right? Like I said, it is kind of exciting that all of these limiting beliefs are coming to the table here for this masculine, because then he can do that shadow work. He can shine the light on them. He can move through those, and live a more fulfilling, happy, inspiring life, right? Although, yes, for some of the masculines watching this, it's because you're inspired by a feminine energy. There is someone here that, you obviously want to align with, and that is motivating you. Okay, love could be definitely a motivator here, and passion. But it's also first and foremost about your own journey and you being able to align so that life, the life that you're creating for yourself is something that is in alignment with who you are now and also moving forward into the future, not just who you were in the past, right? Just like how computers need to have updates, we need to have updates to our belief systems because we evolve and grow, right? And so that's what I feel this justice card is here. And again, I'm excited about this because again, this is someone having a major breakthrough in their experience and no longer allowing themselves to be held back by limiting beliefs. And it's going to create this harmony, this balance, and also this courage. Okay? So let's see just if there's one more message with the page. What is this Page of Swords? What is this tool? What could this masculine learn that would be helpful for this alignment, for this journey at this time? Yeah, we have the Five of Cups. So I forget exactly the story of the name of this this character here, but she was waiting for love basically, but wasn't taking any aligned action. And that person never showed up, right? So the way that I can apply this to this masculine energy is just expecting things to change without shifting anything internally. Yes, you can make external shifts, but what is truly lasting and empowering is when you start within first. When you start with your mindset, when you start with your energy, when you start with connecting in with yourself and your truth, which is the feminine energy, right? which is about feeling your feels. It is about getting comfortable in your emotions and how your body feels inside, right? So what I'm seeing here is, again, there was something the masculine was avoiding, just repeating the same cycle over and over, expecting different, and that never happened. So that's kind of what is coming through here. And maybe it's some guidance with that Page of Swords, that maybe you said this feminine, or, someone else, another feminine energy in this masculine's life, said to this masculine, or inspired this masculine to take action. Just kind of, let's see if I can tune in exactly to what was said. I just heard, you can't continue the same behavior and expect a different outcome. Okay, so that could have been guidance that this masculine energy received. And then he might have felt a bit defensive at first, but then it planted a seed. It planted a seed for this masculine energy to kind of take accountability and call his power back to him. And look how concentrated that can be with this Ace of Wands energy. And look, with the Six of Cups, beneath that's beautiful. That's intention. The intention there is beautiful too with the Six of Cups. That's a soulmate energy. That's really genuine, loving energy. So that's what I have. You can kind of, like I said, connect to this in a way that it aligns with you. Some of you, this is this person's journey before you align with them, before you meet them, maybe this year. Some of you, this could be someone that you've already dealt with and you've given guidance to, and then it's finally, dawning on them to take what you have shared with them into consideration. But obviously there was karma being balanced out here with justice. There were changes that this masculine energy, was kind of required to make to improve his life, right? And of course, be discerning if someone is returning, and always take your time getting to know people to see if they truly do align with you, right? Be your best judge of character, right? Be your best judge of character here, and pay attention to kind of how things are showing up for you. But I mean, this is amazing. It's great to see these shifts. It's great to see these breakthroughs. And some of you, you created distance because you were fed up with this cycle this masculine was in. Maybe it's indecisive. They were just indecisive about you, your relationship, and you focused on what was best for you. And look, all of a sudden, all these people and other energies and opportunities showed up for you, right? Because you were misaligned with this masculine energy. Now you're in your alignment, feminine. The masculine's, shifting into his alignment, and then we'll see what kind of unfolds from there. And of course, remember, free will choice. People can choose to heal. They can choose to not heal. People can, choose each other or not choose each other. It's all up to free will choice. But just like everything, free will choice has consequences. So some people can choose not to heal, but if their soul contract was like, hey, you need to heal this in this lifetime, and you continue to avoid it, it will keep repeating over and over and over. The cycle will keep repeating. The same romantic situations will keep repeating until they are, the root of that is healed and addressed, and you can move forward. Now, I will say with certain people, if you have soul contracts with certain people, you can dissolve those. There are ways that you can dissolve those. So don't feel like you're bound to certain people, okay? But I do feel, at least I have noticed this in my experience, and I could be right, I could be wrong. It's, I think, up to kind of everybody else and how they're navigating. But there are certain soul lessons we are meant to learn in this lifetime, and as we are evolving, here on this planet Earth called school. And so some of those things will keep repeating until we learn, and then we shift, and we evolve, and we grow, and we live more fulfilling, empowered, and happy lives. So that is all. Thank you so much for joining me. Take what resonates, release what doesn't, and I will see you soon.